It's Friday, April 14th, and when it's Friday, you know what that means. It's time for Comics Forever. Welcome back to Comics Forever, the weekly show where I tell you about all the comics that we love that you should be reading. Let's get straight into it. First up, there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy that you should be reading. It's fantastic. It is from Collin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing with incredible art by Kev Walker. It's super cool. Now, the cover, you would guess from the cover that it is super Western, and you'd be right. It is incredible, immaculate, like, dystopian, sci-fi, post-apocalyptic Western vibes. Essentially, they're on the run and trying to save as many people as they can from the oncoming apocalypse that is GROOT. So, that's a mystery. Can't wait to find out more about that. So make sure you get in on the #1 issue of Guardians of the Galaxy out this week. Next up, a new #1 from Boom Studios. The seasons have teeth. Essentially, the seasons are now personified by giant kaiju monsters that embody each of the 4 seasons. So it starts out with this retired combat reporter, combat photographer, tracking down Sprung against all recommendations of safety and health. So he goes in, finds Sprung, and it is terrifying. It's a really cool world building just in the first issue. There's going to be 4 altogether because there's 4 seasons. So it's got incredible writing by Dan Waters. You'll know him from Coffin Bound, Homesick Pilots. He's done some really cool stuff. Lucifer. I love his writing, and it fits this story really well. It's like beautiful and poetic and scary and nails all the vibes. And art by Sebastian Cabrol, and it all comes together, and I love it. So yeah, if you want to get in on a real quick 4-issue mini that's spooky and beautiful, the seasons have teeth. And lastly, another comics anthology from Silver Sprocket, and one that is personally very near and dear to my heart, Comics for Choice. This anthology has 60 different incredible creators. All of the stories in it are about the history of reproductive justice, the history of abortion access, personal experiences with abortion from women and other people who need abortions. It's really important right now, and this second edition is updated to include a lot of the struggles that we are experiencing right now in regards to abortion access. It is great, it's very important, and gives you a better perspective from a bunch of different voices who are in on the fight. So yeah, make sure you get Comics for Choice today. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Comics Forever. Check back next Friday and we'll do even more comics, even more forever. In the meantime, if you need more comic book recommendations, and I'm sure that you do, make sure you go check out my podcast, Tales from the Short Box. It'll be on all of your favorite podcast places, the places you get the things. Go there, get one. It's great. This week we just put out an episode about Zoe Thorogood's book, It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. Highly recommend. I would put that on the show, but we're sold out because it's such a good book. So tune back in when we get that back in stock. It'll be in the Comics Forever at some point. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And when it's Friday, you know what that means. First up, by Collin Kelly, Jackson Lanzing.